So another year, another Timberwolves Nuggets series. Then we had seen the two teams playing against in 2024 with the win of Timberwolves 4-3 against the Nuggets, and the Nuggets win against the Timberwolves in 2023 with 4-1, and it is the year that the Nuggets lift the trophy. This is an interesting matchup between two different style-oriented teams. We have the Nuggets, which are the best team for the offensive rating. They are the first also because they create shots very, very good. In fact, they have they are in the top 3 for assist percentage, and they are the first overall for assist turnover ratio, which are obviously good indicators of a well-distributed and taught offensive style. Obviously, one of the main reasons of that is the guy which is shown here, which is Nikola Jokic, which also in the first game of the series provided with a triple-double. So whenever Nikola Jokic is dropping these stats, obviously the Nuggets have a major boost in the games. He was also helped by his fellow mates of Murray, which scored 30 points, and obviously all the starting lineup was playing very good for the Nuggets, even though they are not very good in the offensive style of game with the bench. Obviously, if they wanted to go deep in this run, they need some major contributions by the players in the bench, such as Valanciunas or somebody else, or Bruce Brown, which is really hard at the time to have. On the other side, the Timberwolves should rely more on stars, with Anthony Edwards, obviously, but also a little bit of Julius Randle on the offensive side to oppose the Nuggets ones. They do not have any elite metric for the offense, and they do rely more on isolation offense and everything. So if the Timberwolves increase the number of pace and at the same time their effective field goal percentage, they would help, obviously, but the Nuggets do not have any answer to that. Also because they do not have rim protection and in Nikola Jokic, and the Timberwolves are more physically aggressive and physically dominant on their side. So basically, it is they are two different teams for their style of playing, and it will be very interesting to see how it is going to evolve through the series. And what's more important, the Nuggets already won the first game, but I do not think that they are going to be dominant through the series, and I will expect an equilibrated matchup between those two teams, with the win by the Nuggets back in 7 games. So this is my prediction. I don't know if it is going to be correct. It won't shock me if the Wolves overcome, but I do think that if a team has Nikola Jokic most of the time, it wins.
Yeah, and I'm also really curious to see how the Minnesota Timberwolves will handle the Nikola Jokic problem, if we can call it that way, throughout the series, because probably the coverage that they will do will change throughout the series. And when they won the last series against the Nuggets, they had Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert, and they used Gobert roaming in the paint with Towns as the nearest defender on Jokic. Maybe Towns was not the best defender in the league in his position, but he certainly had the body to physically stop Nikola Jokic from taking some sorts of advantages. And I think that Julius Randle is a completely different type of player, both physically and also basically every other aspect. So I don't know how the Timberwolves could solve this Nikola Jokic problem, but a lot of the series result will obviously depend on how the Wolves will act defensively, especially against the Nuggets center.